Welcome back, Sayless Footy. Apologies, we have been a little bit quiet on the quiet front. Busy lives, trying to keep up with the podcast. We are around without episode 29 that got lost into the ether last week. We are up to episode 30, and if you're how about I talk properly? We are up to episode 30, and we have made it this far, and we are hanging on to life by just grim. We're here, and if you're still around, you're an absolute legend. Hit that subscribe button down below, comment, do anything to push the algorithm out as it has turned on us like a left-turning signal would. Anyway, Preston's here with me. Brendo is still having a bit of a stint in the Rezzies.
It's rough, but we're back here again, loving it.
Mate, it's like the NRL over here. You just got to push on with the young stars, mate. They'll get you over the line.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, a lot to say on that, mate. Big up on you over there, and you're just like, yeah.
Yo.
Cool.
Man, a few words.
Look, plenty of stuff happened in the world of NRL this week. It's been huge, and I reckon a little bit of news. We'll talk about Origin. I know it was a whole week away for you youngsters out there, but plenty to go about Origin. What a game. Just want to touch on a little bit of news. I think the biggest thing around this week is probably young Lockie Galvin. This one hurts me a lot. Yeah. Young Lockie Galvin has asked for release from the Tigers. The Tigers are not letting go. In Richo, we trust. He's got 2 years. Isaac Moses, he can. The guy has got too many players. He controls too much of the NRL.
A lot of pool, eh?
He's pretty much taken control of Manly at the moment with the amount of players he's brought in. He's got Seabold as a coach. He's just got way too much pull and just influence. I've heard a rumor. I saw a rumor about him or his company creating burner accounts to sort of on Twitter or X or whatever it's called around social media to like start spreading rumors around that, like those sort of things to get his players released from their contracts. Bit of shady stuff there. Tigers cannot afford to lose Lockie Galvin.
No chance.
We lost all our young stars 7 years ago, and we still haven't recovered. So they just need to hold on to grim life, to everyone, to Jareem Buller, to just upgrade the contract, give the kid, $750 a season. Mate, he's a star of the future. He's rested star this week. Give him a couple of weeks rest. We've got Fainu's finally back from injury. Going to pair up from Caesar with at half. It's we're probably not going to win this week, even though it's the Titans. But look, we need to lock in Lockie Galvin.
Yeah, it's scary because we've already seen how good of a player he is and what he can do. So losing a player like that, it's going to hurt the future. You already got a decent future lined up as the Tigers are, with a lot of players coming in next year and a lot of young players coming through the ranks. But losing someone like Lockie Galvin and even the confidence he plays with and this is his first year. Yeah, it's a tough take.
We're just looking at the game last week that we'll get onto shortly with the Dragons. He made 25 tackles as a half. His side, him and Fainu together, Samuela Fainu, like that were huge. Like this is what you build football teams around. There's a lot of pretenders in the Tigers team, and Lockie Galvin's not one of them.
Not one of them. Yeah, exactly.
The other contract news this week. Is it Armstrong? Did he request a release, or did he turn down a contract upgrade?
I think it might be just a backflip, because apparently you're already agreed on the contract, but I think it might be a backflip pretty much. Like, they've got Fletcher Sharp, who did play this week that just went, and he played really well. Like, he scored a try, was running well, had a lot of confidence, and he was versing a team like the Melbourne Storm. So, and he does look like he has a bright future, but I don't know, man. David Armstrong has done a lot, and I think he's proven himself over the last 4 weeks, I think. I feel like he has proven himself as a decent fullback and someone that they can run with, even as a backup. But I don't know, I don't know what he's thinking. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to pick Fletcher Sharp, probably because of the injury again. But you never know. He could play another really good game, and they're going to pick Fletcher Sharp over Armstrong while KP's out.
Well, that's the elephant in the room. So fact check, he's requested a release from the Knights. You got to think Fletcher Sharp's there, and he's been touted as like a Pappy style player, and his debut was amazing.
It was.
And then also the elephant in the room is KP. KP is there. He's not moving into the halves. Like, where do you play in fullback? Like Armstrong, I think just. Yeah, he's a great player.
Yeah, exactly.
First 2 games, like he's burst on the scene. He will not find it hard to find a contract.
That's what I mean. He could play, like, obviously we have amazing fullbacks all the way through the NRL. Every time there's a game, we always talk about the fullbacks. But we've seen it. He played wing during the trials and played really well. So, and we were talking about him at the start of the season with the trials. We thought he played really well. So I'm really unsure what they're going to do.
Oh yeah, if you can go to the wing, there's a nice bit of chunk of change on the wing for St George next season with Zach Lomax going, and look what Flano's done with Zach Lomax this season.
Yeah,
like he is on.
Exactly, one of the best wingers in the NRL right now.
He's a winger.
Yeah, exactly.
Another theory I have is long-term plan for the Cowboys. I think the Drinky needs to get his hands on the ball. So you move in into the halves, put Dearden at 7, Drinky at 6. Armstrong will be great at fullback. But
I like it.
mate,
I like it. I like it.
Mate, I love it.
Mate,
anyway,
let him cook up. I like
mate,
it.
that's what I do here. I just cook. Is it Sayless cooking or Sayless footy?
Okay.
What is it? What are we doing here? Like, look, we can go through lots of contract stuff, but we're gonna combine it all and just do one big show. It's just the two of us. We're gonna get a weekend breakdown. We're gonna get a tips in.
Done.
So let's get into it. Let's break down Origin.
Yeah.
Origin was huge. The Suwali send off, it changed the game.
Thing, yeah.
I think Madge needs to make some changes, but
sure.
on the other side of it, I don't think he needs to make wholesale changes. I think there's
just little things.
What did you do with your captain? Like he played 29 minutes and he played 7 at the end of the game. Like that was just so. What you do? Why wouldn't you just put him into the middle and have him as just your front row defender, play big minutes, and then you just rotate your impact backs like your Olakuatu and stuff.
Yeah, your second row is your locks. Yeah, well, like he said the biggest reason why he didn't play a lot is because they were looking for points. And, you know, Jake Trbojevic, he is a defensive anchor. Like, he will be there, but, like, on that attacking suit, he's not the greatest attacker. Even though he's still an amazing attacker in the NRL, it is State of Origin. So... But definitely, I think there has to be changes. Personally, if it was me, like Nico played good, and obviously it was tough what he was in. Like he was defended out in the centers a bit and all that. But I feel like even his kicking game wasn't all there. I feel like if with Mitch Moses, how he's going could be a sniff to jump in that spot. And even with the quad injury, you know what I mean? Nico's like it's hard. I reckon Mitch Moses and. Still, there's a bit of, is it Teddy coming? It's going to stay. Is Del Everett's going to come in after the loss? Even with that, I'm unsure. But I think as a Blues supporter, be confident in the team. And probably Latrell as well might be one that you want to bring in as well.
I don't think Teddy did anything wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think Edwards gets back in time. He was about 4 to 6 weeks on the injury. I think Teddy stays. Luai was probably one of New South Wales' best outside of probably Zach Lomax.
Yeah, exactly.
Luai's not out. Mitch Moses, I'd pencil him straight in. Nothing against Nico, but he sort of gave a little bit of the... Luai sort of had to step up because of the quad injury.
That's what I mean. You can't have a player that's a bit on the back foot. It's an Origin game. You need everyone 100% full flight. So it was really hard. And like I said, Blues, don't be discouraged. You're down a player, but that was the biggest thing. When I saw that happen and then he got sent off, in a sense, you could kind of feel like it was the end of the game a little bit. It's an Origin game, and 12 against 13, especially with how good the Maroons have been looking over the past 2-3 years. Yeah, it was pretty one-sided.
Well, flip side, absolute genius from Billy Slater, having Selwyn Cobbo.
What a guy.
You slip him into centres, Hamaso straight to the back.
I thought Cobbo was going to play fullback, I'll be honest. I thought
100%, right there with you.
I was like, okay, Cobbo to the back, easy. Then Hammer dropped back. I was like, okay, true. But Hammer, perfect man for the job. It was everywhere. Hat trick.
But that he comes through holes, and you already had a player missing. The Queensland forwards were creating holes. I think Silva had a good game and a little bit unsung. There wasn't really a whole lot of speaking about that. But just some offloads, they absolutely smashed down where they identified the weakness. Billy Slater is a winner. He's a winner as a player. He's a winner as a coach. He's a winner as a human being. Like that guy just
knows what he's doing.
That guy's just a ball winner. Like future immortal, 100%. Billy Slater.
Yeah, he did so well, and like everyone was questioning that Selwyn Cobbo move, but to a T had it perfect. And even in the interviews, like they're like, oh, is that what you were planning for? Reece got injured. He's like, no, never. Like, that's not something you plan for. Like, it's just what we were doing. And it was smart.
But
like,
it's just how the game is.
exactly.
You watch
Especially
every
with an
NRL
Origin
game, and you watch every game every weekend, and you need cover in the
HIA
backs.
gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? HIA couldn't have even been a big hit, but if they don't pass that HIA, they're gone for the whole game. So why would you risk it?
Madge fumbled it big time. Madge fumbled it. Like, you know, he fumbled at the Tigers.
Oh, no.
Nah, he's won a premiership with South. Like I like Mike Maguire. I just, yeah.
No, I think he's really like does it with the New Zealand as well.
Yeah,
but
he killed it with New Zealand. He killed it in England.
Like I said, that Swiley tackle, in a sense, kind of ruined the game, and you can see it from a Maroons perspective and a Blues perspective. You know, I feel like it was coming on to be a really close game, but yeah, Maroons are too good. Down a player, yeah.
Game 2, Melbourne or Suncorp?
Melbourne,
MCG. Yeah, neutral ground. It's going to be good. I don't think Queensland get changed, but Gagai really stepped up on the weekend.
I love Gagai.
You know what? We've got a few games. People get injured. There's going to be changes. Queensland's team. People get injured.
You reckon for Fafita in?
No,
Nah,
I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change a forward pack.
Either.
Like, I just think if people get injured, I probably wouldn't even go for Fafita. I don't know. Anyway. We could talk about Origin all day. Fast and loose today. Fast and loose. Let's get slippery into the shining lights. Let's just smash these out. I've already got mine ready. Just knew these from day dot. Absolutely.
Yep, all right, then.
Anyway,
go on.
big. What a week. What a week. Zach Lomax killed it in Origin and then killed it against the Tigers. And I'm giving the man 3 points. 32 points in a game. A record for the Dragons since 1918 or 14.
Ages ago.
Just ridiculous. 3 points, Lomax. He was, as much as his tries come late, kicking 10 from 10, and they're all from the sideline. His support play, his setup play, like just his meterage, great. Royce Hunt changed the game and won it for the Sharks. Yeah. 2 points to him, and he's back. This is Wayne. Ever since South have got the Wayne Bennett coming back, the magic dust, the smiles are on the face. Trell Mitt back to his best. Was just damaging. Yeah, really good. He seeing Latrell play happy and play like Latrell can play. It just put a smile on my face. I'm not a South supporter, but that's great for the game. Latrell being Latrell is great for the game. Anyway, over to you. Your 3-2-1.
I went to all three. Had a massive game. Had 3 tries in the first half. He had 13 tackle breaks, 4 line breaks. Like had a massive game. They were down in that first half, and he really kept them in and kept them going. And it's a crazy game, and it kind of looked like he was just playing around. I don't know how he does it. Obviously, I went 2 Zach Lomax. You already talked about it. It's too good. And then I went 1 Stephen Crichton. Like that Doggies team, you know, they look good, but Stephen Crichton just epitomizes what they're trying to do. Like just the way he plays, he's always in there, always in the ruck, he's always somewhere, and as a centre as well, you know what I mean? It's not like he's a fullback or halfback. He's a centre, you know, captaining the team. But yeah, as a Doggies fan, you got to be excited for it. But yeah, that's my 3-2-1.
Yeah, huge. Great week. We will just sort of move through who we picked. We'll get into unpacking the games before we look at the games the next round and giving our tips.
Think I picked very well on the tips.
Yeah, so obviously the first game I went the Tigers. I know Brendo went the Dragons.
I went Tigers as well.
You went Tigers as well?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for trusting in us.
Yeah.
It was the Dragons' week to lose.
That's why I backed them.
No one told the Dragons. And it was just the fact that every ex-Tiger player in that team was just ready to rip in. It's like if you play for the Tigers and you leave, it's like you have a hatred. Look at Brazen Astor is the king of that. Like, he hates the Tigers. He does.
Really?
Again, shout out Brazen Astor.
But yeah, it was
Tiger hater.
Really? It was I watched, and you just couldn't miss that climax. It was just everywhere, and it was tough. The Tigers were playing the Dragons on the wrong day, honestly. Like they were just on everywhere.
The second half, it was 14-12 at half time. Like the Tigers had all the ascendancy in the first 20 minutes, were up 10-12-0. The Dragons. Yeah, I think it was 10-0, and then the Dragons we gave away a couple of silly penalties. The second half was just line through it, start again.
Shocker, yeah. Just forget about
just
it.
move on.
Exactly.
Let's move on. Let's move on
He
here.
doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. On to Saturday, Rabbitohs over the Titans, and I did pick the Rabbitohs. My
I
bad.
think I picked the Rabbitohs as well, but that was a fun game to watch. Fafita versus Cody Walker was a good battle, man. Obviously, Fafita bumped them off twice, scored a try on him, was hunting.
When he ran over him and then scored the try, and it was just like...
Yeah, giving it to him, and then... But, let's be honest, I think Cody Walker won it, scored a double. Obviously, the Bunnies beat them, but even he talked about it. He's like he knows how, everyone knows how good of a player Dave Fafita is, and he was just happy that they were able to kind of step down his game because he can have massive games, but let's be honest, that was one of his quiet games. Yeah, he scored a try, but we've seen he gets tries, assists all day. But yeah, it was a really good game to watch. It was fun to watch seeing them both go at it and laughing and mucking around.
Yeah, and then it's you see that in games, and then the boys all high five and hug at the end of the game.
Exactly.
Right? But Cookie, mate, is he a smoky for an Origin caller? He had a great performance.
He did have a really good game, but man, Reece Robson is just. He's just on. I think he's just in. We'll talk about the Cowboys game soon, but the skill that he takes away from that Cowboys team when he's not playing is crazy. You don't even realize it till he's not there.
His defense in Origin, like the amount of defending that they had to do, like he's really on. I think I overlook Reece Robson for the fact that he gets in and does the 1%ers. He defends well. He doesn't miss tackles, and he's just delivery from dummy half. It's just because he's really, really consistent. It's kind of like a Dylan Edwards, but in a
just a smaller version.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Yeah, he's hitting big. Anyway, it's a good segue over to the Cowboys Warriors, and what a win for the Warriors. No SJ. I'm missing seeing SJ play. Man, there's a little bit of man love there for me.
Another one.
No, it's just mate. Big body halves and just good looking and just good looking sevens.
Yeah, all right, dude.
Mate, I'm a man that can appreciate a man.
Yeah, all right, nice.
But not in that way. Just good footy players.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but it's mate, Tamari Martin. Holy.
Yeah, he played such a good game. Like moving the ball, his running game's really getting there. And the way he's moving the team around, they were actually coming behind him and moving up with him. So it was really good to watch. And it's got obviously I feel like SJ gets straight back in, but
no, but he'll play outside him.
Yeah, exactly, 5'8".
But I mean, look, the Tamari Martin story,
I know from the Cowboys, yeah.
But he was never going to play again. He had a brain injury, a head injury, a brain injury, and then he was told he'll never play again. And then years later, he comes back. He comes through. Was it the Broncos and then with the Cowboys?
I was Cowboys. And
he did a season at the Broncos, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And then across to the Warriors, he's it's a great story. And I feel like he's every single year he's getting a little bit more confident, and he's just it's just a beautiful story.
Yeah, he was definitely. It was funny because when he played for the Cowboys, he was one of me and my brother's favorite players. He used to sit next to JT and play, but when he went down and I heard about it, heartbreaking, but it's so good to see him back out there having fun with it. But like I was saying with the Cowboys, you could see it. Reece Robson not there was massive. All their stars backed up. Nanai was back, Cotter back, Dearden back, but Robson wasn't there, and I feel like they felt it. The speed out of that hooker roll that he brings is massive. You watch it and his timing with his scoots are always perfect. He won't scoot it and get shut down. He always has the timing where it's perfect line break. So I feel like the Cowboys didn't play very well, but Reece Robson I feel like is a massive part of their team.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of sort of good hookers and big forward packs moving on, we'll move on to the Sharks and the Broncos. Yeah, really, really tight match, and I feel like their forwards, I think a couple of weeks ago, they were flying. They'd beaten the Melbourne, they'd beaten the Roosters, and then a stumble, and then it was so they got beaten by Penrith and lost to. Can't remember who they lost to. They got an absolute pumping. Was it Bulldogs? Yeah. Anyway, Sharks got pumped, and then I think Fitzy's just gone in there, just sort of changed his structure a little bit. Royce Hunt came on and changed the game. Like, just it was sort of a little bit of a dogfight. There was a few handling errors. I do like the fact that, like, Fitzy's one of those the new age of coaches, like your Seraldo, your Benji. Like it's all about youth in coaching at the moment. You're always going to have your Wayne Bennett's and your Bellamy's, but there's a lot of young coaches coming through. And they're not against changing their system. So last week I was screaming at the TV like, you bring Trindle back to play 7, but then he's been out, and you had Atkinson playing on that side. Like, why did you switch him? They switched back this week, and Trindle looked on fire. It looked the synchronicity. Ooh, word.
He's loving it. Yeah, it was Parramatta that they lost to. They ended up losing to, but yeah, it was a good game, but like you said, the Broncos were missing a bit of spark as well. But both teams played very well, and it ended up being like just a very decent game to watch. But just that forward pack got them over, like you said, Royce Hunt and that.
Well, look, a Broncos team without Reece Walsh and then also Adam Reynolds.
Oh,
like
Reno, yeah.
Like Carrigan was there, like a lot of the stars there. Colwell backed up, but. Yeah, just you're missing your star 1 and your star 7. That's a lot of moolah missing there.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Obviously, Sharks are missing Nico.
That's all.
McGuinness backed up. Yeah, it was a good performance. They really got him back on. It got him back on track.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. Perfect timing. Even they might have Nico for the next all the games coming up if he doesn't get picked for Origin. So
they're beaten 3 of the top 4 teams this year. So Sharks a real deal.
Up Cronulla, yeah.
Up Cronulla. Right, on to the next game. Storm 36 over the Knights. What a game.
Yeah, very close, very close. A lot closer than I liked at the end. I remember went into work and one of my mates was like, "Oh, how'd the game go?" And I was like, "Yeah, way closer than I thought it was going to be." But yeah, ended up being a good game. Like, Wishart's really coming into his place.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, you took the words out of my mouth. Wishart. Yeah, go on.
He's playing so well, and he's you know what, from even last year he can come into any position and play well. Like, the only one I'm a bit iffy on is fullback, because when they kick high balls to him, he drops them all the time. But he can come in anywhere. He's played lock, he's played hooker, he's played both halves,
he's
fullback,
played wing.
the wings, centers. He's played, like, the only ones he hasn't played is second row and prop. But I reckon he could, the way he runs sometimes.
Second row lock, like 100%. But yeah. Big games from, I reckon, Liero's best game of the season.
Yeah, he was running really, really good lines and running hard, actually. It was really good to watch. But yeah, it was, Wishart did have 2 tries, and he got a try assist out to Coates, which was a really good try by Coatesy. But on the other end, the Knights ended up playing really well. Obviously, Phoenix Crossland he started the night, and Brayley off the bench, which I was a bit like, whoa, really? But Phoenix Crossland played really well out of that hooker spot, and I think they shuffled him and then moved Brayley in. But the whole team played well. I reckon Gagai obviously had a massive game, kind of stamping his authority to get into that Origin team, as he always does around this time of the year. But yeah, it was a good game. Ended up getting close. But I think what solidified the win is Nick Meaney's kicking game. Kicked 5 from 6. Obviously, we were way in front, but the only reason was because he kicked 5 from 6. So it was a really good game.
Yeah, Meaney's just
does what he needs to do.
I feel like Nick Meaney is Mr. Consistent.
He is. He was winger, then fullback. Now he's a centre. You know what I mean? He's played 5'8" for us as well. So yeah, he's looking good as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, he covered Pappy all last season at fullback and did a really good job. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Panthers and Knights.
This was a good game. This was a really good
Panthers,
game. High
Knights.
scoring.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. I definitely picked the Manly. I thought they were on. After last week, I thought they found their form again.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They did look good though. Like, at that start of the game, Talau had 3 tries, and he put him down easy as in the corner. But I think one of them was a really good run. But then Brian Tall comes up with another 3 right behind that. And like I said before, he had like 11 tackle breaks and 4 line breaks in the first half, which is crazy, unheard of. But like, I was watching it, he'd get the ball, run straight at someone, he just ducks his head and no one can grab him. Like, it's impossible. He's a tackle breaking beast, man. It's crazy. But the whole team looked good. Even Jack Cole did really well. Like I was watching him and he was running the ball a lot and it wasn't ineffective as well. It was very effective the way he was running the ball. But the biggest one was Dane Laurie. Honestly, if you couldn't see who it was, you'd think it's Dylan Edwards the way he played. He had like 343 run meters, had a try assist. I think he had like 9 tackle breaks as well. Like he had a massive game and you wouldn't even realize it. But yeah, it was a big game from a lot of players, but definitely a lot closer than you would think because Talau had 4 tries as well.
Yeah, 4 tries. I just had to fact check you on the
On the run meters, I know.
Wow,
343. Like that's Dylan Edwards' numbers, or Brian Tor had 270.
That's
Less.
Joey Manu numbers.
That's
like,
what
that's
I mean.
insane.
He played so well.
How's Tommy Talau feeling scoring 4 tries in a losing team?
I know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just said how Dane Laurie, To'o, Jack Cole, the whole team was chiming. The whole team was on.
I think that's what they're sort of looking for with Jack Cole. He's got a lot of talent, and all he needed was a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
And just sort of taking on the line. And
he was taking on the line
exactly.
the whole entire game.
Just he's starting to he's going to develop into, like I said probably a month or 2 ago when he was coming through. Him and Maverick Guy are absolute. They're the future of the Panthers.
Yeah,
like.
True.
Just good young players that just love footy and just have a really good body shape and just really good footy IQ.
It was a fun one to watch though. Like even and I forgot about Lehigh Hopewade as well. Was playing really well. Like even him. Like I could pick out probably all the players from both teams and they all played really well. So, but yeah, it's a good game.
Right, on to the last game of the round. It's a Core Stadium. The Bulldogs. Big upset.
Big Monday night.
The 74th minute try for Blake Wilson. Getting the Eels and the Dogs have a rivalry for the ages, for the absolute ages. What a great game, down to the wire. I think both teams played pretty well. A lot of shining lights across this game, but yeah, that last 10 minutes, it was a bit. I don't know how to say it. I kind of I felt like it was in the balance till the last 10 minutes. It could have gone either way.
Like I saw it, and the scores are very close the whole time. And I think to break open the game, it took one of Doggies or Parramatta's big players. And I thought it was going to be Mitch Moses. Thought he was going to break the game open and be like, okay, I'll take this game. But no, it was Stephen Crichton on the other side. He's the one that really took reins on it and kind of pushed the Doggies for that end. But I know Blake Wilson scored that try, but Stephen Crichton was everywhere that game.
He just played, 80 minutes Origin, had to change to the other side to defend and did so much defending in Origin and then back it up 4 days later and then the man is an ultimate professional. This is why they're giving him the captaincy at the Bulldogs. He's extras, he's fit, he's just Stephen Crichton's a winner.
He is. Honestly, we've known this from Panthers.
Yeah, 100%.
Blues, even Samoa does very well for, but Crichton definitely took that game for himself.
Yeah, I think all the great players, all the extra work they put in, and it just shows. Like I love watching him. Like when he does interviews and stuff. Like he speaks really funny, well. Yeah. Like he's just, mate. Stephen Crichton, he's going to have an absolutely fantastic career, and from Serrato to put the captaincy on him, it's really showed the standards around the Bulldogs at the moment. Mate, that prophecy, like the Bulldogs fans.
I'm not sure about that still, but we'll see. Still got a while to the end, till finals.
Would have you seen the Bulldogs in 7th place after halfway through the season? More than halfway through the season.
I definitely thought they were probably just going to miss out on the 8, but no, they're doing really well.
Yeah, big kudos to the guys at the Bulldogs. They're doing absolutely fantastic. All right, I guess it's time to sort of have a little look in and just we'll do a quick rundown of the games, and then we'll just throw our tips down.
Yeah, for sure.
Just get straight into it.
Yeah.
I think we're absolutely flying for time. Sharks Dolphins.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game, especially with everyone back. Nico back.
Dolphins off a bye.
Hammer back as well. It's going to be a good game. I'm pretty excited. Personally for me, I'm pretty confident in the Dolphins. I know the Sharkies are second, and I know Nico back and how well they're
Dolphins
looking.
are fourth.
That's what I mean. It's the top of the table battle, and man, yeah, it should be a good game. I'm telling you, the Hammerside isn't this his? Oh no, it's a second game back from injury, but yeah, definitely going to be a good game. I'm excited.
Look, the halves matchup. Nico back. Isaiah Katoa. Oh,
You love Isaiah Katoa,
mate.
don't ya?
He is for a kid at like 19, 20. I think he's only 19.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 19, 20, yeah.
Last year, sort of won the halfback spot for a foundation club coming into the competition. He's 20 now. He's just turned 20.
It's definitely going to be a battle of the backs, though, because, like, Bostock, Mulatalo, Farnworth, Idor, Asako, like, a lot of these dudes know how to get out of their back end, and it's going to be a good run for them.
Oi, shout out to all my TikTok haters. My man Tessie New is back on the extended reserves bench for the Dolphins.
Get him in there. Get him in. Get him in the Origin team.
What annoys me is one of my new favourite players, Daniel Atkinson, gone with the extended reserves, 18th man. Atkinson's done nothing wrong. Like,
where would you put him?
he could play anywhere in the back line. Have him as a small forward. I mean, you'd probably have to drop Jack Williams, who's been really solid. So I understand, but play him in the centres.
Get him in there, you reckon?
Yeah, give Raymond or Iro a little rest. Atkinson needs to be in that team.
Don't get rid of
I love Atkinson.
Yeah, I know. You can't get rid of it or Ramian, though.
Mate, I was saying at the start of this season, first podcast, Daniel Atkinson, get him in. And he's just proven himself. Just an absolute first grader. Hey, Tigers, Lockie Galvin leaves. Sign Atkinson. Love him.
You wish.
Right, next game, Raiders, Cowboys. Oh, I think coin flip here.
Raiders are fifth. That is crazy.
Mate, Ricky Stewart, just an absolute footy brain. Like up there with Bennett, Bellamy. Just been around the game for so long.
Ages, yeah, like you said, coin flip. Definitely going to be a close one.
Who's the fullback? Oh, Raps is still at fullback.
Yeah, Rapana versus Drinkwater. I'm going to be honest. I think Cowboys get this one. They need a bounce back game after that massive loss from the Warriors. Reece Robson back as well, which would be massive. So I think I'm going to put my trust in the Cowboys. I'm probably going to regret it, but yeah.
Ethan Strange, absolute footballer, great defense. He's been putting on hits. KO Weeks, I wrote him off. Absolutely wrote the guy off, and he, like, even when he makes mistakes, he's got that Reece Walsh about him. He'll be like, you know what, I messed up there, and then he'll do some trick play and come up with some just amazing try. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Just the skill set on it, I hadn't seen it. I mean, I don't think he really got the opportunity to showcase it in Manly. Really, really smart pickup from the Raiders. And yeah, I just feel like I might be leaning towards with Dearden and Townsend just a little bit, and then you got Drinky as well.
And then
you just
Reece Robson back.
You got a little bit more firepower, but Raiders forwards, they just get it done.
Exactly.
It's going to roll on.
It's going to be good, but I think I'm still going to go the Cows.
All right, here's a huge game. Friday night, 8 o'clock. Bunnies up against Broncos. Doesn't matter where they sit.
8th versus 16th is crazy, and we're talking about the Bunnies and the Broncos. Like two of the biggest teams in the NRL, I'd say, and 16th.
Rabbitohs was 17th before last weekend.
But yeah, after that massive game from the Bunnies last week, obviously getting that win over the Titans, I definitely think the Broncos are going to have to play really well to get them.
The worst thing is we don't get Reece Walsh against Latrell Mitchell.
That would have been so good, but
maybe Origin 3, two.
He's going to go into Swiley's spot as well. Imagine Latrell's shoulder. Oh no, thank you.
Broncos absolutely tear through them in the outside backs. Cobbo and Stags will have an absolute field day. Mariners, great matchup against Alex Johnson.
Yeah, speed. Yep.
Yeah. Corey Oates catching high kicks over Jacob Gagai. Yeah. White and Walker is an absolutely fantastic halves pairing. Maybe this is the turning point.
Yeah, the difference.
Do you even see like the forwards around the South forwards? Everyone's just playing better with with the Wayne Bennett to come Magic Dust. It's not even there. Imagine how good they're going to go
When he
next
is
season
there.
when he is there.
Yeah.
Tommy Burgess, when you see him on the field, he's just a giant human being, and he always has PCMs. Like he's just a meter eater. I love Tommy Burgess. Just a big man. Tallis Duncan, just being solid. Sort of really as a young man cementing himself as a first grader. My man Xavier Willison, love him. Big body. Tyson Smoothie's been great. Oh, this is a great matchup. I don't know who I'm picking. Don't know. Save that to the end for me.
Yeah, not same. I'm on the same page as you. On to the next.
Oh, Saturday,
the
3
big
p.m.
game.
Exactly. The big game at Leichhardt Oval in Sydney. 15th versus 17th. Tigers up against Titans. Adam Dewey. Adam Dewey has been out forever. Is he on the extended reserves bench? He is on the extended reserves bench.
Coruscant, the halfback.
Holy what? No. Holy what?
Coruscant, the half.
You know what?
No Galvin.
You know what? This is the first time I'm seeing this. This is actually good. Talon Silva is an absolute talent.
Oh, yeah.
The Silver is a
hooker,
talent.
Yeah. Uppy Coruscant as a halfback. That's going to be fun to watch.
I think it's great.
Yeah, same.
We've got to do something different. Fainu's probably not ready.
Nah. I hope Uppy Coruscant is on that left side where Lockie Galvin is usually. I'd love to see Coruscant and Samuel Fainu running together. It would be nice putting them through holes in that.
Offload.
That's what I'm saying.
And then who's going to be out there? Oh, also Appy putting hopefully sitting some kicks. Alex Lobb looked great under the high ball.
He did actually, yeah. But nah, honestly, I don't think I'm really I'm not super excited. I think I'm just super excited to watch how Uppy Coruscant goes at halfback. If he plays really well, do you sit Aiden Caesar and have Galvin and Coruscant paired at the halves?
I think Lockie Galvin's going to be out for more than one game.
Really?
Like he's been playing with a broken hand. Like
Yeah,
I'd say he's
true.
going to be out for a month.
Damn.
I think Fainu's hamstring or calf is still not good. So I think it's give him a little bit more time. Also, I've never liked Dewey as in the halves.
No.
I would probably put him at 3 and put Brent Naden back to Rezzies.
Send him back to Rezzies.
The back line of Titans, Kinney, Camperera. Yeah,
It's really strong. Luffy, Kelly, Sami, Fafita, all playing really well. Yeah. So it's going to be a tough game. But Kinney last week even has such an amazing game.
I just think that this is one in the forwards here, where you're all got hot and cold sort of backs and stuff like that. It's one in the forwards.
So who wins if it's one in the forwards?
Oh, mate, I'm not confident the Tigers win. I'm always going to back them.
I reckon, it'd be close. I'd probably give it to the Titans this week just because of the massive. They have to come back from that loss last week. It was obviously the Tigers need to come back, but the smashing from the Titans was rough last week.
Look, let's move on. Bigger, better games to come. Storm and Warriors. Warriors back to Auckland. Go Media Stadium.
My favourite.
This is a great game. And here he is at number 7. SJ.
Shawnee Johnson.
He is back. Tamari Martin moves to 6.
Perfect. In a perfect world.
Just everything's just aligning.
Except for RTS. No, Roger.
Yeah, no Roger, but wouldn't it be great to have Hughes Munster up against Johnson, Tamari Martin?
And then Nelson against Adam Fanua-Blake.
Mate, we got Egan and Grant. That's a great matchup. Like 2 of the best hookers in the game.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good game.
Jackson Ford looked great in the front row, and then moving Mitch Barnett to the back row. That was.
Mitch Barnett in the back. Mitch Barnett is a beast in the back row. Like he's played that Dolphins game, he went crazy, and then he played this last week's game, which he went crazy. But going to be a good game for sure.
Roger named on extended reserves at number 20. I don't think he plays.
See. I don't think he does. But this was usually an Anzac game every single year in Melbourne. And we always went to those Anzac games. And they were some of the best games. Honestly, it was funny because it wasn't like all Melbourne supporters and a couple of Warriors supporters. It was half Warriors supporters, half Storm supporters in Melbourne. That's how big of a pool the Warriors have down in Victoria. And I think definitely going to be... It's always a fun game to watch. I know in the past couple of years it's been 50 to 6 or whatever, but I think this year at Go Media
100%.
Stadium, whole different game, whole different team, both in form. Obviously, Storm missing Paps and Munster, but it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Great game. Right.
Game of the round.
Oh, game of the round. I think the next game could be the game of the round. Eels versus Roosters. Two of the captain consistents, Gutho, Teddy, up against each other.
Ted
Esco. Wow. Moses and Brown up against Kiri Walker. And Brandon Smith not in the team. Connor Watson takes a 9. Yeah. What were we talking about before the potty about he had a breach. He got served a breach. So he didn't turn up for some team meeting or something. This is a great game, but I feel like the Roosters might get it done with their bench. Lenu, Butcher, May.
Oh, yeah. That bench is too... We saw it in Origin. We forgot to talk about Lenu in Origin.
Holy,
my bad.
He would have ripped and teared more. I think they would have had a.
He got taken off for HIA.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why are they taking him off? He's dominating.
I said the same thing. We're like, me and my little brother sitting there. Why is Lenu coming off? And there was a HIA, but forgot to talk about him. We'll talk about him real quick. He was amazing.
Oh, When I saw that, I was like, why is Madge taking him off? That bloke has lost it. And it was a HIA.
Maybe he's going to do that against Sparrow.
He was absolutely dominating. This is a great game. I'm just leaning towards the Roosters.
I'm leaning towards the Roosters.
But you know me and Mitch Moses.
You and Mitch Moses.
No, I just
me and Mitch Moses. That's what you sounded like.
Mate, but it is. He's a 7 to come in. He will come in New South Wales.
I feel like same.
Mate, I talk him up a lot for a Queensland supporter.
You love him, hey.
You
love a bit of Mitchy Moses. Just love him.
Just a good guy. I feel like if I was a 7 in the game, I would want to be Mitch Moses. Great long kicking game, great short kicking game. He's absolutely out there just driving standards, yelling at his players, he's defending well. He just loves it.
You just love Mitch Moses.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of loving it, Seagulls, Dragons, battle of couple of beaches in Sydney, Northern Beaches and down to Wollongong. It is at 4 Pines, the old brookie. Lehigh Hopewadi keeps his spot at the fullback with Tommy out. Cooler stays at 3. Yeah, the man of the moment, Zach Lomax, obviously. The Feeney brothers lining up against Feeney brothers, yep.
I don't know.
It is Feeney. Absolutely Feeney. Oh, look. Brooksy and Cherry Evans, Hunt, Flanagan. I love hard matchups. Mate, this is anyone's guess. It's at 4 Pines. Manly are very, very hard to beat. Yeah, I'm gonna say Manly.
Yeah, same. Up the Manly. Lehigh Hopewadi. Big game. 2 tries.
Right, on to the next game. Let's just keep it moving. The last game of the round, Knights and Panthers. Ooh, Panthers are hot.
Still, Edwards back. Get him in.
He's back. I thought we were talking earlier that he was going to be out for like 4 weeks.
That's why when you said, I was like, hey.
So where is the man of the moment, Mr. 343 metres, coming on the 14, Dane Laurie.
Dane Laurie needs to get picked up by a team ASAP. He needs a starting fullback role after that game.
Armstrong, on to extended reserves, but we do say he's out with a quad injury. But Fletcher Sharp, you lose nothing at all. No. The Knights look very good with him. I'm just Luai. I'm so I'm so happy to how he's playing as a 7. He wants to lead a team. He doesn't want to live in the Prince of Penrith's shadow.
He doesn't want to be Robin anymore, he said.
Nah, he is Batman.
Yeah.
He's absolute Batman. Jerome Luai has changed his name from New South Wales villain to Batman. That's what he is. I think he just needs to change the Instagram handle. Batman all the way. Penrith all the way on that one. Sorry, Knights fans. Bulldogs. The Premiership Bulldogs on the way with the bye.
Sitting on it, relaxing it. Obviously, Josh Curran went down last week with that head injury. Does he come back?
Well, no, it's 11-day stand down, so it doesn't matter if you miss a game. It's still 11 days. So
will he be back?
If it's category 1, you've got 11-day stand down automatically.
I just want to make sure he's back for the week after this game.
Yeah, mate, Joshy Curran. Oh,
he's such a workhorse. Just does everything you need him to do.
The how well he was playing and how well the Warriors are doing last season, and he wasn't about it. He was like, oh, look, my form could be better. Then he was sort of off, his contract was sort of offered up. Bulldogs picked him up in a heartbeat, and he's really repaying the faith with the...
Just does everything. Hooker, prop, second row, lock.
The whole front row.
Off the bench,
the whole front row. Look, let's get into our tips, because...
forgot Forgot about that.
This old guy needs to get to bed. It's late here on a Tuesday.
All right. You want me to go first? Oh, no,
Mate.
you go first.
Oh, you go first.
Nah.
Just straight ball it, and I'll be quiet.
All right. First game, Sharks Dolphins. I am gonna go the Dolphins. Raiders Cowboys. I'm gonna go the Cowboys. Rabbitohs Broncos. I'm gonna go the Broncos. Tigers versus Titans. Titans. Storm versus Warriors. Storm. Eels versus Roosters. Roosters. Manly versus Dragons. Manly. Knights versus Panthers. Panthers.
Wow. I think I'm going to go all opposite to that.
Opposite.
Sharks Dolphins.
Damn.
I'm taking Sharks. Raiders Cowboys. I'm going Raiders. Rabbitohs Broncos. I'm going Rabbitohs. Tigers Titans. I'm going Tigers. Warriors Storm. I'm taking Warriors.
What?
Eels Roosters. I'm taking Eels. Manly Dragons. Oh, I'm going to go Manly. And Knights Panthers. Yeah, we're going to stick with the Panthers. Not all, but hey, mate, we're
Can I change something? Am I allowed to change something?
mate, you can do whatever you like.
I want to swap Dolphins back to the
No,
Sharks. No, I'm taking the Sharks. You
No,
can't
that's
change it.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
I thought about it for a second. I was like, oh no.
Wait, Sharks and Dolphins. It's like a game of in the water.
A game
Warriors
in the water.
Cowboys. They're like people things.
What? Warriors Cowboys?
No, like you got a Raiders Cowboys. So, they're like people.
Raider versus a Cowboy. Yeah, good job.
That's kinda
A
cool.
Bronco versus a rabbit. There you go. There's
Or
another.
animals.
Yeah,
Animals.
that's what I'm saying.
Fast running animals.
What's another one?
Wait, I don't know. Eels and roosters. Like
Yeah, that's
you know,
another one.
You don't
Put
want
a
to get a
rooster in the
snake
water.
in the bloody hen house, but that one's crawled out of the water.
What about a knight against a panther? No,
That's weird.
no, it should be knight.
What about a titan and a tiger? I mean, toot.
Yeah, right then.
Look, we're at the end here.
tired.
Yeah, we're tired.
Someone-
We're just dribbling shit. If you're
Back it
still
up.
listening,
Wow.
good bloke. I was going to
You
say
must
good
love
bloke
us.
because 100%
Thanks,
audience is male. There's not a female here listening to me right
my
now.
mum watches, don't worry.
Yeah. No, people watch. Please, when you're watching our videos, get to the end. I should have said this at the front. We
Please,
need to push
just
out.
for us.
The algorithm has
Just for-
turned its back on us and just taken a big dump. If you made it this far, you're
On
loving
us.
this content. Anyway, say hi to your mum for me. She loves it. Say less. Peace out.
Peace.
Thanks for coming. Yo. Big one.